Prime Minister Narendra Modi told French President Emmanuel Macron that there is an urgent need for dialogue and diplomacy to de-escalate the ongoing conflict in West Asia. Modi said he looks forward to continuing coordination with Macron to promote peace and stability in the region and beyond. Macron, in his statement, said that India and France are working closely together to reduce tensions in the region and to keep diplomacy at the heart of our efforts for peace. Modi's comments came shortly after Macron condemned what he described as reckless escalation following Iran's strikes on energy sites in the Gulf. Macron reportedly warned that destruction of energy production capacities could have a longer-lasting impact and called for direct talks between the United States and Iran. Tehran, however, criticized Macron's stance, saying he failed to condemn Israeli and American actions while expressing concern over Iran's retaliatory measures.
Now, I think it's very important that we take every step possible to de-escalate this war. And if people of the stature of Prime Minister Modi and President Macron were to intervene with both sides of the conflict and try and get them to dial it down, it would be good for the region, for our country, for the world. India and France are supposed to have a special global strategic partnership upgraded earlier this year. And in that spirit, for them to talk about these things is very important. But when you say about the Straits of Hormuz, I don't think either country has any interest in trying to force passage through the straits. That would be tantamount to declaring war, and I don't think that there is any appetite for that in either country.
The PM has reached out to Macron for the de-escalation in the West Asia. How do you see this?
See, ultimately, the ships will move through the Straits of Hormuz once the insurance premiums moderate. Once the war insurance starts moderating on premiums. So ultimately, you've seen that there were no takers for President Trump's proposal that warships should escort tankers through the Straits of Hormuz. And the reason for that is that notwithstanding whatever coercive power you use, ultimately oil tankers or shipping moves based upon insurance premiums and on war risk premiums. And therefore, till the time de-escalation does not take place in a broader context, the clubs which control this industry internationally, they are not going to mitigate their insurance premiums or their war risk coverage. And that ultimately is what is going to make the ships move or the tankers move through the Straits of Hormuz, and not some military option.